Hey everybody, it's great to be back with you all
Yeah.
for another deep dive into the world of English grammar.
Right.
And today, we're going to be tackling a topic that might sound
Yes.
a little bit intimidating at first,
Yeah.
but trust me,
Yeah.
by the end of this little journey together,
Okay.
you are going to feel like absolute masters
Yes.
of the future perfect and the future perfect continuous tenses.
It's right.
And to help us navigate this exciting terrain,
Yes.
we are going to be using the English for Everyone English Grammar Guide.
Excellent resource.
Really fantastic resource.
Yeah.
So, are you ready to dive in?
I am.
Let's get started.
Let's go.
Okay, so first things first,
Right.
let's define what we're talking about here.
Yes.
What exactly is the future perfect tense?
Yeah.
Our guide tells us that it's a tense
Yeah.
that's used to describe an action or event that will be finished before a certain time in the future.
Okay.
That might sound a little bit abstract.
Yeah, it can be a little bit tricky.
So maybe you can give us a real-world example
Yeah, sure.
just to help us
Yeah.
visualize this.
Absolutely. Imagine you're planning a vacation,
Okay.
okay, and you're going in December.
Right.
You're getting everything ready, and you tell a friend, by November,
Yeah.
I will have booked my flights.
Okay.
So in this example, the action of booking the flights will be completely finished
Yeah.
before a specific point in the future, which is November.
I see. So it's like
Yeah,
we're setting a deadline in
Yeah.
the future.
exactly.
By this date, this thing will be done.
Yes.
It's all about like looking ahead
Yeah,
and planning.
it is.
Right.
Yeah, planning and completion.
You know, when I first learned about the future perfect,
Mm-hmm.
I used to get it mixed up with the simple future all the time.
Yeah.
I would say things like, tomorrow I will have gone to the store,
Right.
when I really meant like, tomorrow I will go to the store.
Yeah.
It took me a while to really get the difference.
It's a subtle difference.
It is.
Yeah, and it can be confusing,
Yeah.
especially for English learners.
Totally.
But don't worry, that's why we are here,
Absolutely.
to break it down.
Exactly.
So let's look at how to form the future perfect.
Okay.
It's actually a very simple formula.
Okay.
It's will have plus the past participle of the main verb.
Okay. Will have. I get.
Right.
That seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
But past participle, now that's where things can get
Yeah.
a little bit tricky.
Yeah, it can be a little tricky.
Can you break that down for us?
Sure. The past participle is the form of the verb that we use with have
Okay.
to form perfect tenses.
Okay.
So for regular verbs, it's easy.
Right.
We just add a get to the base form of the verb.
Right.
So for example, walk becomes walked.
Right.
Talk becomes talked. Play becomes played, and
right.
so on.
Got it. But what about irregular
Oh,
verbs?
yes.
They don't follow that same...
They do not.
Well,
No, they don't.
Right.
Irregular verbs are special. They have their own unique past participles that you
Right.
kind of have to memorize.
Right.
Yeah, so for example, the past participle of eat is eaten,
Right.
the past participle of go is gone,
Right.
and the past participle of see is seen.
Okay, so there's no real shortcut there.
Not really.
Just got to...
Practice. Practice makes perfect, as they say.
Exactly. So to
Yeah.
put it all together,
Yeah.
if I wanted to say, for example,
Mm-hmm.
by next week I will have finished my project,
Yes.
would that be a correct use of the future perfect?
That is a perfect example.
Okay, great.
Yes, you've got it.
Awesome.
Well done.
So we've got a good handle now
Yeah.
on the future perfect.
Okay.
Let's move on to its close relative,
All right.
the future perfect continuous tense.
Continuous.
Yeah.
Okay, so this tense is used
Yeah.
to talk about an action that will be in progress
Okay.
up to a certain point in the future.
All right.
So it really emphasizes the duration of the action.
So it's not just about like completing something.
No, it's about,
It's about it being ongoing.
yes, ongoing.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And the guy gives us the formula for this one.
Yes,
It's will have been plus the present participle of the verb.
correct.
And there's even a really helpful timeline
Yes.
that shows us kind of visually how this works.
Exactly.
So for example, instead of saying
Mhm.
by July, I will live in this city for a year,
Okay.
we would say by July, I will have been living in this city for a year.
Perfect.
Right. So we're really highlighting that ongoing nature
That's what I can.
of that action.
It's all about the duration.
Duration. Okay.
Yeah.
So the continuous form really
Yeah.
paints that picture
Yeah.
of that action, just stretching.
It's ring over time.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see how these two tenses
Uh-huh.
work together.
Yes.
You both deal with the future.
They do,
Got
but in slightly different ways.
Different aspects. Yeah.
One is about completion.
Yeah.
and the other is about duration.
Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Good.
Now, our guide also mentions that we often use
Yes.
the preposition by
Yes, by is important.
with these future perfect tenses.
Very important.
Why is by so important?
Well, by signals that the action will be completed
Okay,
before or not later than the time mentioned.
okay.
So when we say, by November, I will have booked my flights, it means that the flights will be booked before November arrives.
Okay, so by really sets that boundary,
Exactly.
that deadline, that time constraint.
Yeah, it's like a marker in time.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the guide also points out that we can use other
Yes.
time expressions as well,
We can.
like before, in, or within,
Absolutely.
with these tenses.
Yeah.
So we could say, before the end of the year, I will have finished writing my novel.
Perfect example.
Or in 2 weeks, I will have been studying for my exams.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, those are great examples.
So how are you feeling, listeners?
Yeah.
Are you starting to feel a little bit more comfortable?
With these future perfect tenses,
Hopefully.
remember the key is to really break them down
Yes.
into smaller parts.
Absolutely.
Understand the logic behind them.
And practice.
And practice, practice, practice.
Exactly.
Now, here's a little challenge for you.
Okay.
Imagine you're giving a presentation a year from now.
All right.
What knowledge will you have been using from this episode
Ooh, good question.
to impress your audience?
I like it.
And remember, the journey of learning never really ends.
That's right.
We encourage you to explore further.
Yes.
Discover more about the nuances of English grammar.
Absolutely.
Keep practicing
Yeah.
those language skills.
It's an ongoing process.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much
Thank you.
for joining us
Thanks for being here.
on this grammatical adventure.
Yes.
We hope you found it helpful
Informative.
and insightful.
Yes.
And if you're eager to dive even deeper,
Yes.
we've included some helpful links
We have.
down in the description below.
Check them out.
And if you enjoyed this episode,
Yeah.
please don't forget to subscribe
Subscribe.
to our channel for more
Yes.
exciting
Yes.
explorations of language.
Absolutely.
And tell your friends to subscribe too.
Spread the word.
We're always here to guide you
Yes.
through this fascinating world of grammar.
That's right.
Have a fantastic day.
Bye.